Hi, my name is Zikry Kohlil. I'm the co-founder and global executive officer for Incitement. For those who don't know what Incitement is a social business started off as a movement 5 years ago where we connect our inspired audience with social projects and involve big brands and corporate companies who can advertise themselves by supporting and empowering social projects that's giving the highest of the highest impact as possible in support with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. I started this nearly 5 years ago with my co-founder from the Netherlands. His name is Dan. It was just a movement in the beginning, getting to inspire people, get them to take action, and we channeled them to social projects, initiatives, and it turned out to be a change of a lifetime because ever since we started, we're now in 45 countries. And along the way, we've won multiple awards. I'm actually one of the official judges for the United Nations World Summit Award, where we identify social digital innovators around the world in support of the Sustainable Development Goals. I'm actually on the Forbes 30 under 30 Asia. I've won multiple awards from Malaysia's youngest innovative leader of 2016. Voted by 250,000 Malaysian students from multiple public universities. And most of my talks, and I get invited a lot of times going to giving talks, being on a panel, mostly outside in Malaysia, in Italy, in Estonia, mostly in Europe and in the Middle East. And we are now a company of 20 people. We have a base in Rimini in Italy, and also one in Jordan, in Amman, and also at the same time in Colombia, Bogota. We are now 75,000 people strong in terms of the number of volunteers that we have, and are in 45 countries. So, yeah, that's me. It's such an honor to actually being invited as an advisory board for this award, and my feelings are out of the world at the moment. I've been invited so many times as well, but this one means much more to me just because it has its own purpose that I actually believe what it stands for, and I hope to take this opportunity to actually give back and help build the next generation of Malaysians who we can recognize them for being the best in what they're doing and contributing back to the economy. And this is how much it means to me for being invited. So I'd like to thank the team for doing so. I have multiple advices that I can give to anyone who are starting a startup or a small medium enterprise or even social business. But if there's one thing that I've learned for the past 5-6 years, in starting Incitement, for example, that would definitely be having a very strong why. And what I mean by that is it's always workable and helps you further if you have a really strong why on why are you starting this business in the first place. Yeah, some people are motivated by money, which is also not a bad thing. It's great, you need money to move, right? But in our case, we had a strong why on how can we help people take action on contributing back to the economy, especially communities. So having that strong why actually keeps you a reminder whenever you feel like you're about to fall, you go back to your why. Like, why did you start in the first place, right? Many people have fallen a few times and they ended up stopping because they've given up and they thought they could never do it again. But when you go back and think about your why again, like why did you start this again, it goes and reflect back how you felt, what you've built, and you have this really strong sentiments towards why you started this in the first place. And this is what's going to elevate you further. Now, along the lines, having the strong why, you would also require to learn how to take more risks. I've taken a lot of risks from, and I can tell you it's not going to be a fun ride, but you will enjoy the adventure of getting there, because it's the only way you can learn. there's also sometimes when people do take risks, it's an error of judgment, which is fine because you thought it was the best decision ever. But you learn from that, you know what I mean? And last but not least, having a strong why and being able to take risks. That also means being able to accept failures. Is also having to leverage your network. And to leverage your network is not just by showing up at events and show and just tell you what you do and what you're looking for. You must be able to sell yourself, man. You gotta tell yourself, hey dude, I do this, I do that. At the same time, I'm actually a great guy. I have 5 kids, and spice it up a bit. And you must be able to sell yourself properly. Like whatever you go to a bar, you see a girl you like, you have a good pitching line, right? It's the same thing when you're networking. You are not there just because there's a bunch of M&Ms or a bunch of companies you want to hit on. It's the fact that you must have a really good elevator pitch to attract them. Dress nice or have a different kind of hair maybe. Different people act differently, so you might have to re-angle every time you want to pitch to someone. So when you go out networking, make sure you put that in mind, because those are very, very important factors. This award definitely is a stepping stone for everyone. And why am I saying this is simply because you may be working really hard and doing amazing things, but one of that stepping stone for you to actually jump to the next level, or perhaps enabling you to get more opportunities ahead, is being able to be recognized by an award as like this. This is just because awards like this is really has its own impact in terms of where it could leverage on your growth. For me, usually when people recognize something great or what you do, they immediately call you up and tell you, "Hey, good stuff, man. I really hope you grow out of this and you become successful." It's the same thing with awards. When awards come and knocking on your door, that means they actually really recognize the work that you've done. And being able to be recognized is part of the whole journey. Your credibility is validated. Your business is being recognized. Your hard work, the person who you are, people will know about you. The other good thing about this, how I see it differently than most other awards, is the fact that it's gonna help inspire other people. People need more stories. People need more content. Right now we don't need any more negativity on wars and conflict. We want to know more people who are doing amazing things that have high value impact from business perspective, and hopefully able to touch more people out there, especially the youth, because they look up on people who are making a difference. Regardless of what kind of business you're in, getting to know you more a bit just by winning an award is that stepping stone. So this is why I think a lot of people, I know that there's a lot of awards out there where it's asking for people to nominate people. That's just because they just want to know what's the public thinking. Who do they know that deserves to be out there? And as a supportive network of citizens of Malaysia, I think it's a very important role that your friend nominates you, or get someone to nominate your friend, or vice versa. It's the only way we can find the best of the best, not by just relying so much on mainstream media, but relying on the people's voice. So if you're out there, go and nominate someone, or help someone to nominate you if you really believe that you could be the next icon for this nation. So I wish you all the best and good luck.